So today's topic, self-grooming etiquette and manners. These are my social handles. I'm available on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram at Performance Coach Anuradha. You can search me on all the forums, the same IDs there. All right. A little correction. I've got 20 years of corporate experience. Before that, I had experience working with the university and banks. But this 20 years is purely in corporate world. So thank you so much for knowing me. Moving ahead. Now, a lot of times we feel that the students need coaching, teaching, grooming, mentoring. Why the hell are we made to take all the trainings? Correct? लगता है ना कि अरे हम तो इतना कुछ आता है, बच्चे सुनने में भी इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं होते और हमें ट्रेनिंग्स देते रहते हैं. कभी कभी मन में ये आ जाता है. So because I understand self improvement is not a very interesting topic for everyone, right? So thank you so much, Mr. Abhishek Parekh. So he has just ordered my book and I would love to sign them. Let's stay connected, everyone. So the most important topic here is clearly seeing. Life has a lot of things. The most important thing, as a coach, I always tell during personal coaching, the most important thing is clarity. Because if you are clear, if you know, let's say your goal, your direction, what you want to achieve, what you want to be, so what happens? You know that even if you take baby steps, you will one day reach there. So the most important thing is clarity. And the second most important thing is change. Once you have clarity, understand, for things to get better, you need to get better. For you to get better, you need to change. You need to improve. You need to transform. So today we will understand clear seeing. What is clear seeing? Clear seeing is that I am part of the problem too. Right? Had I not dried my hair, I had oil on my hair today morning, and had I not worn fresh clothes and sitting here, would you like to talk to me? Simply, people don't like to do that because if the person in front of you is not pleasant to talk to, is not clean, you won't like to talk to them. So clear seeing is having clarity that I am the part of the problem too. I have to improve as well. I have certain prejudices, certain biases, certain limitations. So I have to clear them as well. Probably I am more focused, or I'm more nicer to people, to men and women who are fair skinned. There are people, the world, people are very shallow. So we have to understand that color of the skin is not any parameter for beauty, for intelligence, for anything, for that matter, height or anything, right? So we need to be clearing those wrong perceptions about beauty, intelligence. A lot of times, I have been into teaching as well. So we felt that the front desk people are intelligent, backbenchers are not. For that matter, I had always been a backbencher all my life. I used to take the last seat, and if the last seat is not vacant, I would go there. I had that gumption to ask the person to stand up and vacate the seat for me. So that is the kind of grooming I had back then, right? So let me narrate a story to you, because Pramod ji said that I narrate stories, so it's important for me to abide that. So are you all ready for a story? Yes, no? Get to the chat window. Tell me yes. If I have 20 yes, I will start the story.
Sure, ma'am.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11, 12, 13. Come on, just 7 left. Wakey. Okay, 14, 15, 16. Sweet 16. We are stuck at sweet 16, Mamta ma'am. Come on, tell me. We have 16.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ranjit ji, 18. Two more and then I will share the story. वैसे मैं सोशल स्टडीज में ग्रेस में पास हुई हूँ, so I can take 19 as a yes. Mr. Kamal Kumar, one left. All right, Bhagya ma'am, you have said again. Tushar. All right, Tushar Shinde, thank you so much. You are the 20th. So now let's talk about the story. The story is set up in a ancient time when there were kings and queens. So this king, but do we have everybody Hindi speaking? Can I also move to Hindi in between, or I stick to English?
Yes, ma'am. You can.
Mix English. All right, English then. English it is. So there was this king, and he wanted to find out the best painter in the kingdom. So in earlier times, there was a person who would go beat the drums, announce that, nominate and send us the best painter who will be painting the biggest wall on the king's palace. So it starts there. One person, everybody unanimously said that Mr. ABC is the best. Let's say the name of the painter was Kamal. So they say that Kamal is the best painter, artist. He is going to paint. And unanimously, everybody voted for him. And it was declared that, this guy is going to be the best painter and he will paint the wall. But when it had to start, there was one person, he came and said that I can paint absolutely same painting that this person is going to paint. And the condition is that it should be a parallel wall. I will be painting on the parallel wall. So everybody is very surprised that somebody who dared to say that I will paint the same. Everybody was looking forward to king's decision, and the king agreed. He said, all right, the two walls, parallel walls, and this painter is given all the colors and everything he wanted. The second person who came, he said, I want washing material, I want a duster, I want this, that. He never asked for any color. So the D-Day came, everybody was looking forward to see the painting. So the first artist unveiled his painting. It was an amazing painting, very bright, varnished, colored, and the king was so happy. The king gifted him lots of jewels and coins and gold and diamond. The painter was very happy. Now it was the turn of the second painter. He unveiled his painting, the curtains were removed, and there was an exactly same painting on his wall. Anybody who wants to guess, what did he do? Anybody who wants to guess? Parul Jain, ma'am, you have your hand raised. Would you like to take an attempt? Okay, Pramodji, you heard the story. Please unmute yourself and share what happened.
I think let the participant be given the chance.
Sure.
Though I have not heard this story.
Thank you. Yes.
मैडम उसने अपनी वॉल को इतना क्लीन किया, इतना प्रॉपर उसको मतलब क्लीन किया कि उसके जो इमेज के सामने वाली पेंटिंग थी रिफ्लेक्ट हुई उसकी, इसी कारण से
Absolutely. The second person had cleaned the wall so much. Thank you, Parul ma'am, Saroj ma'am. Itni clean wall thi that it could just reflect the first painting. So imagine just by cleaning the wall, the person could get the same effect. And it was such a huge lesson as well for the king and the kingdom. So the king gifted him more jewels and everything, and the guy proved the point that it is very important to have cleanliness, to be clean in the reflection. So clarity 1. That is what we are going to do today. I'm sure that 100% of you are following personal grooming etiquettes, but still, we will try to establish what all is right, wrong, because we are all on a relative scale. You know, somebody's in class 5th, somebody is in class 7th, somebody has post graduated. And I really, my heart goes out for the person who has post graduated, because it becomes suffocating for them when others are not, you know abiding the rules. I once remember I was sitting in a conference room. We used to have a lot of meetings, and there was one person sitting there. I will not name the person, but that person would continuously keep digging his eyes, cleaning his eyes. And being an HR, I am supposed to, be responsible for aesthetics, manners, discipline. And at one point, I gave in. I said, can you just go use the washroom, clean, splash your face with water and come? Because it was getting too difficult for me to tolerate him, continuously digging his eyes and cleaning his eyes. Oh God, it was very difficult. So this is why we all need to understand and improve on what we are doing already. So let's get to the theoretical part. What is, who started, why is it called etiquette? So every such thing is actually by French people, right? They're very sophisticated, chic people. So of course, French started it, and it began in the French royal courts in 1600s and 1700s, which means etiquette means ticket. Etiquette. Ticket, if you remove the E, it is ticket. Ticket or label attached to something for identification. So, do you understand? Ticket, label. It is a label. What kind of person I am, that is a label. Now, the importance is it helps you to know how to treat others respectfully and appropriately in any context. Just by calling Mr., Miss, dear, respected, we are creating an environment of respect around us. How we treat others also shows what kind of a person I am. So, by knowing how to read social cues and start and communicating effectively, we put others at comfort, we put them at ease, and we are able to foster good relationships. Do you understand? By our etiquettes, by being sensible, we are making other person feel more comfortable. The environment is more relaxed, and people are ready to make a good relation with us. That is what etiquette does. So I always try to make the why more important, why I should learn it. इसलिए जरूरी है क्योंकि आपके लॉन्ग लास्टिंग मीनिंगफुल रिलेशनशिप्स बनते हैं जब आप एटिकेट्स प्रैक्टिस करते हो. नाउ थोड़ा सा बेसिक थियोरेटिकल करते हैं, देन वी विल मूव टू प्रैक्टिकल. Professional etiquette is an unwritten code of conduct regarding the interactions among the members of in a business setting, right? So though etiquettes are important in your personal settings as well, but here we will stick to professional. Professional etiquette is about presenting yourself with polish and professionalism, and it demonstrates that I can be trusted and taken seriously. Very important. There are some people who don't understand the comfort zone. They would breach the comfort zone, and they would, step in your comfort zone. We all understand what is comfort zone, yes, no? जैसे एक 1 arm डिस्टेंस जो है, ये मेरी पेरिफ्री है कंफर्ट जोन की. कोई इसके भी आगे आता है तो आई फील अ लिटिल अनकंफर्टेबल, मुझे पीछे होना पड़ेगा. सो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट पेरिफ्री and be professional by maintaining that gap. Another thing is by looking here on the forehead or on the nose, not going here and there and trying to appreciate somebody's earrings and all, or looking beyond neck. You should be focused here. All right. So professional etiquette means being comfortable around people and making them comfortable around you. There are workplace etiquettes, There are table manners and meal etiquettes. There is professionalism, there is communication etiquette, and meeting etiquettes. So these are a few basic business etiquettes. So I'll give you another interesting story about table manners and meal etiquette. I've seen everybody has muted their videos. किससे बात करूं मैं? See, you're not making me comfortable here. Your videos are off. All right. So I'll give you time to switch on your videos. By then, I'll give you the story about the table manners and meal etiquettes. So once I had this French client, and we took him to Kasoli resorts. We all know Kasoli resorts in Kasoli. So I was working with this IT company, and I had to take the entire team for a lunch. So we ordered there. Even I was very naive at that time. I did not realize what I am doing. So we had a huge table, about 20 team members sitting there, and the client on the head chair. And the meal comes. The meal is full of chicken platters, fish platter, non-veg platter, veg platter, and huge lavish display. And I was like, yeah, we ordered so much. And the client was French. He got so turned off by the display of food that he changed the venue. He said, yeah, you continue. Let's sit outside for some time, because French people are used to see small portions in plate. So much of food was a shock for him, right? So we need to understand. Could you try again? So we need to understand even those things, right? That table manners are also what you are ordering, not just how you are using your knife and fork. It is everything related to the table, right? Okay. So this we have understood. Do unto others as you would like them to do to you. Second, good manners. Third, politeness. Fourth, create goodwill. Right? If you are following the etiquettes, it will create goodwill amongst you and the other person. Now, let's say what all comes under etiquettes. So I'm sharing 10 easy grooming tips to elevate your personality at workplace. We all like to be appreciated, right? So if we do that, our students will again imitate that. So let me take you to the entire steps. The first one is appropriate attire. So tell me, what is an appropriate attire? What colors are looks good in a professional environment? Red color, magenta, what else? Red.
Color,
Sorry.
light colors should be.
Absolutely, Abhishek sir.
Should not be flashy.
Not very flashy. Not very complicated prints and spiral or that kind of linings also. So it is always good to wear subtle colors at workplace: white, creams, grays, blacks. And even if you are wearing primary shades, try to have little, which is soothing to eyes. I don't remember, like in IT companies, though it doesn't matter much, but of course, in formal settings, wearing red, wearing magenta is a big no-no. You can wear those colors at marriages. Light pink is fine, light pink is good, but when you are in a professional setup, very soothe, light colors, right? Okay, smell nice, very important. And there is a thin line between smelling nice and smelling obnoxious. People will put पूरी bottle डाल के आते हैं perfume की. It is very uncomfortable. So because you can smell from far, and a lot of people, they like putting perfumes and deos are good, but perfumes, we should try to use very subtle perfumes. Even at workplace, or even anywhere for that matter, airports are the place people, I think, particularly put a lot of perfume to get attention. Why? I don't know. And I have this problem of sneezing when I smell a very strong perfume. So odor is like very, very important for me, body odor. So very important that if you like to wear perfume, have a subtle fragrance. If you don't like to wear perfume, have deos, roll-ons, but make sure that you are not attracting everybody's attention with the smell. Okay. All right. Third is remove unwanted hair. And this goes as much as for men as for women. I've seen women being very particular about, their arms shaved, their proper face, hair, extra hair removed. But that is important for men as well. Those small, small stubs, people call it something these days, rugged looks, something, students, they find it very difficult to be clean shaven these
That
days.
gives them the macho feeling.
Absolutely, yeah, macho feeling. Imagine. And then I've also seen men, they would wear shirts, two buttons open, and all, Anil Kapoor looks. Oh, they don't look good at all. They feel very macho with showing their chest hair, but no, it doesn't look good. So we need to understand, unless you are wearing a tie, we don't mind, do whatever. But we have to be groomed. So no extra hair should be visible. Your hair is good. Even if you have huge hair, tying them with a small string it is very chic. It looks good. Then make use of makeup sparingly. Again, red lipstick, sorry, no. You can wear small tints. These are called tints. आजकल बहुत प्यारे प्यारे tints आते हैं. Nude lipstick आती है. Nude आपका वो आते हैं, eye shadows आते हैं. So wear makeup, but very subtle. Very, very important. What is always in vogue is a radiant and healthy skin. So apply as much as you want. Very liberally apply moisturizers. It's summertime, so you can use cosmetics as per your skin type. And when I say cosmetics, there are as many products for males as for females now. So it's not just that ladies are wearing makeup, men are also wearing makeup. And depends on the kind of groomed person you are. I have seen in my family very, very groomed men. So one of my brothers, he's a skin specialist. So he would say that the I wear sunscreen 3 times a day. And I used to think, oh my God, 3 times sunscreen, why would you do that? You're not even going in sun. So then he tells me that, we are in front of the laptop, we are always in front of this idiot box. So what happens when we are looking at it, their rays, UV rays, are also emitted by these products, the gadgets we are using. So it is very important to use sunscreen. He's a skin specialist, so then I took his advice. I don't put it 3 times a day, of course, but once a day I do it. Then check to see if your breath smells good. Another odor problem. We don't realize, the worst part is that this odor is noticed more by others than by us. So take it as a practice that before any meeting, before any session, there are small mouthwash available, right? So you keep one in your purse all the time. Very important. Just like sanitizer bottle, you have one rinse also available. So just put it in your mouth, rinse, and you are done. But very important that we ensure that our breath smells good. For that also, my brother is also a dentist, so he suggested that brushing at night is more important than brushing in the morning. So we must maintain that oral health, because your health is totally dependent on your oral health, your teeth, the quality of your teeth. Then keep your hair in place. Next is tattoos. Now even I have tattoo here, and I understand that tattoos are not a big acceptance in the corporate industry, but somewhere I take it as moral policing. So it's fine unless you don't have very prominent tattoo on your face or your neck. it is fine. And if you think that you're going for an interview or a very formal meeting, then you can put some foundation on your tattoos. I remember we were going to see a guy. I knew the guy, and when we reached there, he had a huge tattoo on his neck. Though the marriage did not happen, they rejected the guy. So he had applied a lot of foundation and powder on his tattoo, and it was not visible. You know, so people are aware that these things are a big no-no when it is about validations, right? Then, lastly, make an effort to work out. You know, if a teacher is clumsy or not in body shape, good shape, extra weight, lethargic, the students will not get that vibe that they have to do something to remain fit. So it's very important as a teacher, as a mentor, as a coach, we have to be healthy so that our students also understand and reflect the same in their demeanor, their behavior, and their lifestyle. Are we all clear till now? All right. Moving ahead, the 3 R's of etiquette. This is R1 is reputation, second, respect, third, reflect. So, reflect, I have given you a story also, but still, let's go one by one on each of them. अब रेपुटेशन क्या है? हम सबको पता है ना रेपुटेशन क्या है. रेपुटेशन वो नहीं है जो मैं अपने बारे में बोलती हूँ. रेपुटेशन वो है जो लोगों को मेरे बारे में है, राइट? What general belief, what opinions people hold about me is my reputation. So if you are considered trustworthy, honest, kind, punctual, integrity, these are the virtues. So if you are treated with those, you have a good reputation. Correct? Now, second is respect. Now, respect is a two-way process. Respect means that you accept everybody for what or who they are. Okay? Even if they are different than you, even if you don't agree with them, respect has to be maintained. Right? So that is the definition of respect. Some people think that sir, ma'am, calling them with the salutation is respect. No. Accepting them for who they are is respect. You know? Third is like you don't tell anybody, oh, you are smelling so foul, you're smelling so bad. This is respect. Right? There's a thin line. You can't tell people on their face. Third is reflect. Reflect is to think deeply and carefully about. Reflect is you reflect why this person has this behavior, why this person is looking haggard today. Probably the person is going through so much today that they did not feel like, dressing up and coming. So you have to empathize with such people that all well with you. Do you need to talk? That kind of respect and reflection in your kindness is what is important. So now, before I move forward, do you want to play a game? We're talking about others so much. Let's talk about ourselves. Do you want to play a game? Tell me. If I have serious audience, I will skip. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we have 4 yes, 5, 6. Okay, 7, 8. All right. So anybody else who wants to share anything or unmute and talk, please feel free. Be my guest. So let's play this game now. We have participants. My favorite television show is, I will also put it in my comment window. Television show. Television can be any OTT show also. Oh, yes, I remember. So, ma'am, Ahilya was very good. Even I watched it. Tom and Jerry, yeah, growing up, we all watched Tom and Jerry. Okay, this I don't know. Sarah Bhai versus Sarah Bhai. Kapil Sharma show, amazing show. Okay, Family Man, Criminal Justice. Okay, next question is your favorite movie. Favorite movie. तुषार केंद्र प्लीज आप अपना म्यूट कर लीजिए. तुषार जी प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ. Thank you. Oh yeah, Jab We Met was very good. DDLJ was very good. Three Idiots was very good. Okay, which all movies were good? Oh, Maine Pyar Kiya was very good. Guide, yes. Ben-Hur, I don't know. Okay, now next is your favorite place. I have written what I visited and I liked. But yeah, Pondicherry, Mamta ma'am, I really wish to go someday. I really want to go. Tusharji, the question is your favorite place. Kanyakumari, I've been. Yeah, it's beautiful. Switzerland, of course, Chandigarh. Pramoji, yes, that is like given. London, I have to visit yet. Panchmari, I have to visit yet. My village, Ayodhya. Wow. We all must visit. Udaipur.
जी ने लिखा है अयोध्या.
हाँ जी, Ayodhya. Right.
My daughter-in-law is from Ayodhya, Santosh ji.
Wow. Oh, good.
She is from Faizabad, yeah.
Amazing. Hyderabad. Okay. Come on, everyone share. Okay, my favorite song is Song. Come on, everyone. सच कह रहा है दीवाना वक्त का ये परिंदा. एक और है मेरा सॉन्ग फेवरेट. ओके, दिल ना किसी से लगाना. ओके, किसी की मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निसार. थिंक सर, थिंक प्रमोद जी, एक दो सॉन्ग सोचिए. देयर इज अनदर सॉन्ग. हर घड़ी बदल रही है. छाँव है कभी कभी है धूप जिंदगी. नाराज तुझसे नाराज जिंदगी. बहुत प्यारा सॉन्ग है. जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए. क्या बात है, आपको तो सारे बड़े शायरी वाले लोग हैं. गुड. Okay, the last question is, I am happiest when Rashmi Sonkar says around, yeah, my family as well. I'm with my family. Wow, look at that. Everybody is saying family. Okay, then I create, watching my kids smile, spending time with family and friends. Someone from my family work wonders during outing and visiting tourist place. Yeah, same. Bhagyavardhan ji, same for me also. Pramod ji, this is one of my favorite songs too. Going out with family and friends. Beautiful. So I see unanimously everybody says family. Such a beautiful thing to do and say. Wow. All right. Let's say that the game is over, and again, let's talk about personal grooming now. Now, personal grooming means being presentable to others, paying attention to body hygiene, personal cleanliness, groomed nails, groomed hair, absence of body odor, dressing well, a little more attention on how we dress at work could substantially influence our
वो
career
मीटिंग रखी हुई थी ना आपने
path. So, very important, that if we are, yeah. Yeah. So, see, personal grooming even helps in getting promotion. I'm telling you, if you are groomed, you are more presentable. It influences your career path also.
कॉमर्स कंप्लीट नहीं है
प्रमोद जी, थोड़ा सा आवाज
जी भी कैसे
म्यूट कर लीजिए. Thank you.
I am so sorry.
No problem, sir. So, very, very important. Personal grooming, we also need to make sure that we are groomed because it helps in your career path also. So, what is personal grooming? Trimmed hair, clean shaven, a warm smile, feel of confidence, formal dress up, firm handshake, correct body posture. Anybody who wants to add here? What is more important in personal grooming? क्या क्या चीजें important है? Please get to the chat window and add your points. Okay, confidence.
Smile is the easiest thing we can wear.
Absolutely. Smile also, says so much about your comfort, that you are comfortable, and the other person also feels comfortable then. Eye contact, very important. Attentive, yes. Liveliness, very good, ma'am. Liveliness is very, very important. If you see some gloomy, dull face, you don't feel comfortable. Thank you so much, Dr. Saroj. Be real, don't just show off. Even if you are not feeling very happy some days, you can remain, subtle. You don't have to show off because being fake is very much visible. So, very good points. Active listening, beautiful. Shrugging of shoulders, agreement, and yeah, some people do this. It looks like, you are not interested. So, yeah, very important. What else? Anybody who wants to add anything? बहुत अच्छे points आ रहे हैं. Your body posture, if you are little inclined while hearing, right? Like Abhishek Parekh ji, मैं सारा session आपको देख कर दे रही हूँ. So you are little inclined means that you are interested to listen to somebody. That is another respect we are sharing, right? So then shaking hand, the first one to shake hand, you are kind of welcoming somebody. So another important gesture. And there is a gesture, this is like, oh my god, I am done, bas karo. People are kind of tired of listening. So then yawning, again, if you are yawning, it is like you're not interested. So that is also something you are showing somebody that, oh, I'm not interested. Correct. All right, what else? Care in your words. Beautiful, Jyoti ma'am, thank you so much. So care in your words, if you look concerned, it's not that, like yesterday I was being approached by the chairman of a company, and earlier I used to get work from the CEO. So I thought probably, yeah, so CEO is sacked, has been fired, so why the CEO has not approached me? So instead of replying to the chairman and going ahead and cutting my deal, I messaged the CEO, all good with you? This time, your father has approached me. So he messaged, ma'am, I am in Istanbul. And I was like, okay. Then I wrote that I'm a little concerned, all well with you. So you have to show that care to people, that you care. And then, of course, you have long lasting relations. Language, choice of words to communicate. Very important, Dr. Saroj. True that. So, your choice of words, consideration. Yes, very important. What else? What else can we do? Anybody who wants to give me any example? Facial expression. Correct. Acceptance. True. Facial expressions, very simple. If you don't mean what you are saying, it is so visible on your face. Dr. Sumanpreet, you have raised a hand. Do you want to share something? All right. Now we have a lot of list from all of you. Amazing. Let me bring you to the basics of grooming tips. First is your face, which is mostly visible, right? Your face is the first point of contact when you meet someone. So what can we do here? Till here, what can we do? Least of makeup, not cakey face, not dry face, moistured face, healthy skin, proper hair, right? This is what we can do. Eye contact, smile, right? This is what step one. Two, skin. As I said, clean, dry, moistured skin, not very oily. If your skin is oily, you can always keep a hand towel and you can keep dabbing because it's summer. Third is hair. Again, clean, dry, trimmed, nice looking hair, not oily hair. Like a lot of people, they have very oily hair, and that oil keep dripping on their face also, and looks like they're sweating all the time. Not very comfortable sight. Nails, nicely trimmed or shaped nails, not very dark, bright nail paints, subtle nail paints, right? And avoid dirty nails at all times. Again, feet. Your feet are also important in grooming. Cracked heels, don't have them. You must take, people go for facials, I don't know why. They should go for pedicures. Keep your feet clean, because that also ensures that you have good stamina to walk, right? Otherwise your feet are going to pain. Again, clothes, dry clothes, ironed clothes, nice clean clothes. Your shoes, polished, moderate heels. Do not wear huge heels in workplace. In fact, these days people have started wearing sneakers, shoes at work, even with suits, even with traditional women wear. The ladies have also started wearing shoes, which is a very good practice. Try and do that. Right. Now, dress code. One should be comfortable within the limits of the interview protocol or the school's protocol. There are some schools for women, they only allow saris or suits. So just say आपके college या school में आपका dress code है, try to be comfortable within those limits. Then male dress code, usually it's a formal shirt, tie, trousers, shoes, blazers. So a tie and a blazer can set ablaze chances. Female dress code. Usually it is salwar suit, sari, formal skirts or trousers, suitable footwears, and of course, less jewelry, less makeup. Now, what you wear matters. Look at the image and you will understand. Look at the shirt's color. Look at the sleeves, longer than the blazer. Look at the heels, very small heels. Now socks, dark socks, not the red, blue, green socks that are visible under the trouser. Then your tie's length should be not more than the belt. Sometimes people, their tie is hanging out from their coats, doesn't look good at all. Make sure your belt matches your shoes. Goes for both the genders. If you are going for a dinner or something, cufflinks can also add. Right? Shall I move forward? Now comes your manners. Very important. They are the building blocks of proper etiquette. Good manners begin with magic words. Okay, let me ask you, what are the magic words? By just following these magic words, we are teaching so much to our students also. Yes, thank you. Sorry. Thank you, sorry. Hair tied or open. Alpna ma'am, it is Alpna Singh. Yeah, Alpna ma'am, it is not important whether you always have to tie your hair, but it is important that we look trimmed hair. You know, it should not be going everywhere. So, yeah, you can tie or you can keep them open. Depends on the length of your hair as well. Hello is not a magic word. Thank you so much, Mr. Praveen. Hair tied or open. Okay, okay. All right. Let me give you the magic words. I think excuse me is also one of them. Yeah. So it is thank you, sorry, please, welcome, and excuse me. These are the 5 magic words, and these are taught from primary class. You know, they are taught from there. But I've still seen grown-ups not using thank you more often. It is such a sorry thing to say, but people still don't feel gratitude, and even if they are feeling gratitude, they don't express it. So it is very, very important to be vocal about your gratitude, right? Just say thank you for every small thing. You know, even if you are being served chapati on the table, be thankful. 90% people don't get roti served on their dining table even when they have domestic help. वो भी बनाकर बॉक्स में रख देती हैं, खा लेना, right? So be thankful for everything that you want repeated in your life. Correct. Ego problems also. Yes, absolutely. Yes. This is the major problem. People don't thank. उनको ईगो फील हर्ट होती है. सॉरी में भी यही प्रॉब्लम होती है कि हमने सॉरी बोला, हम छोटे हो जाएंगे. ये चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. वी अंडरस्टैंड द इम्पोर्टेंस. ये हमारे एटिकेट्स में सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट मैजिक वर्ड्स हैं. नाउ बेसिक मैनर्स. ये तो हमारे मैजिक वर्ड्स हो गए जो हमें प्राइमरी से सिखाते हैं. बेसिक मैनर्स. प्लीज, थैंक यू, से सॉरी, स्माइल एंड हैव अ गुड एटीट्यूड. यू नो, कुछ लोग बोलते हैं बड़ा एटीट्यूड है. बड़ा नहीं होना चाहिए, but subtle attitude, good attitude, that you smile even if you don't like something. Do not always be vocal about it. At times silence is golden. Holding doors. Now this just doesn't mean that chauvinist or that chivalrous thing by men. Even women can hold doors. We're talking about gender neutrality these days. If you are a head, whosoever you are, gender no bias, hold the door for the next person, right? And the next person holds the door for the person coming behind. This is very, very important, and let's learn that if we are not doing it, because I've seen people banging doors on others. They don't bother, and probably they come with a lot of etiquette, so they are expecting that the door will be held. So look people in the eye when you speak to them. ये भी बहुत जरूरी है. जिससे बात कर रहे हैं उसकी तरफ देख के बात करें. Lot of times I have conducted interviews and the person is seeing, under the table. So I just asked them. Once I asked a person, I said, क्या वहाँ पर गाइड रखी हुई है जी, कुंजी रखी हुई है जिसको देख के आप पढ़ रहे हैं आंसर्स? सामने देख के बात कीजिए. So it is very important that you look the person in the eye and talk. Otherwise, the person doesn't feel listened to or attended to. You feel that, okay, nobody's bothered, you're not even listening to me. So, very important, look into the eyes. Then chewing with our mouths closed, very important. When we are in a setting, probably even when we are sitting at home, we start practicing from home. So very important that we eat with our mouth closed. Thank you so much, Mr. Abhishek Parekh. Yes, absolutely. So beauty is in the eyes of beholder. Your eyes are the mirror. What you are not saying is actually visible from the eyes. So it is very important that we look into the eyes and talk, right? Then dressing appropriately, very important. Shaking hands, although this dressing part, the parameters have changed a lot. In our times, the shirts were tucked properly in the trousers or the pants, but now the fashion is tucking one side of the shirt and keeping one side out. So that is a fashion. When I wear my shirt, my niece would tell me that, Masi, you look like Dadi Amma. You should take one side out. So, apply your fashion sense when you are on the streets, absolutely fine. But when in the official decorum, in the corporates, in the institutes, please maintain the old school of thought, which is tucking the both the sides of the shirts, right? Then shaking hands, it will never go old. Shaking hands is very good. If you don't want to shake hands because of the cleanliness purpose, fold your hands. But it is very important. And if you are virtually meeting, no harm, fold your hands. Earlier we used to fold hands only. नमस्कार ही हमारा एक ग्रीटिंग का तरीका था, लेकिन अब क्या हो गया कि हमें शर्म आती है अपने ट्रेडिशंस पे जाने के लिए. हमें लगता है कि हैंड्स फोल्ड करना तो बड़ा ओल्ड स्कूल हो गया है. But I'm telling you, this will never go out of vogue. It is a very good practice. I have attended so many clients who came from all over the world, and they knew that we practice this. Their etiquette was, they used to come, people from various countries. In IT company where I worked, they would come and they would fold hands, as a respect. And we used to stretch our hand as respect to their culture. Although there was one incident I remember. So the clients were from, I don't remember which country, but they used to greet with, those flying kiss. So it was so awkward. India may people like us, we were not groomed like that. Now this generation is very comfortable with those वो जो हवा में kiss करते हैं. So I was like, what is this person doing? So धीरे धीरे मैंने introduction lines से अपने आप को out ही कर लिया कि मुझसे ना हो पाएगा ये. But then that is culture. We have to accept culture. We have to groom ourselves with the people's culture. Lastly, say excuse me. If you want to be excused from a setup, from table, now this practice is so much ingrained. When I'm sitting at home nowadays, at times I eat lunch alone, because earlier my son was here. Now he's in his internship. So I would get up from the dining table and say, excuse me. And I'm like, oh my God, what is this? Nobody is sitting here. Whom are you excusing yourself from? But it's a very, very important practice. You start practicing and you will have it in your culture, in your, routine also. So you sneeze and you say, excuse me. You cough and you say, excuse me. Now, day before yesterday, I was on a virtual call, a Canadian here and a girl from Tamil Nadu. So the guy coughed twice. We did not hear him. We did not hear him sniffling. He would mute and do that and then say, I'm so sorry, I have a terrible cold. Imagine. So these things are so much ingrained in them. Even in a virtual setup, when I don't bother if you are sneezing or coughing, he would say, I'm so sorry. I have a bad cold and this that. So these are the I would say mannerisms that are from the foundation. We should be groomed with these. So they are important because they give us confidence, allow our focus to be on the substance of our interaction, tell us what to do, what to expect others to do in return. Just these small basic manners, right? So are we all clear till now? Are we all? So this is, I'm just sharing, Mr. Pramod has already shared, this is my book, Life Lessons by Coach Anuradha. I've tried to write it in a very small proverbs so that everybody can read it, even kids can read it. So I've just consolidated stuff. I've not written a 500-page novel. I've just written a 70 to 100-page book. That is it. So are we all clear about the basic manners and the etiquettes? Now let me
Very
tell
much clear, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Father. Let me tell you one small thing here that is very important here. As I said in the beginning, you are part of the problem too, right? So clearly seeing is very important. And for that, what is important? The first slide. Can somebody tell me what is the most important thing on this slide? Anybody except Pramodji? Absolutely, Dr. Saroj. Thank you so much. So the most important thing here is self. Self is me, mine, myself. The most important, I would say, in every delivery, every topic I have delivered is self. Self मतलब मैं, right? Clearly seeing कौन करेगा? मैं. छोटी सी स्टोरी सुना देती हूँ इस बात पर. देखिए, सेल्फ के ऊपर स्टोरी है. There was once this man wanted to he was coming from his office after a long day at office. तो उसने घर का दरवाजा खोला. So he was trying to open the door of his house, the gate of his house, and accidentally the keys fell.
अनुराधा मैम, आई एम सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट, मेरे को थोड़ा सा जाना पड़ेगा, सर ने बुलाया है. तो इफ यू आर क्लोजिंग द सेशन देन आई विल बी कमिंग बैक इन very short time. Otherwise, participants को announce कर देना कि they will be here at 2:30. And the session is going so very well. Extremely thankful to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Pramodji. So, all right, we will just close after the story, and any questions are welcome after that. So this person is trying to open the gate. The keys fell, and he starts looking for the keys all over. While he was looking at the key all over, there is a person passing by. He says, "What happened?" The guy says, "I dropped my keys." He said, "Okay, did you drop them here on the road?" Because he was looking for the keys on the road. He said, did you drop them at the road?" He said, No, I didn't drop them here. I dropped them at my porch in my house, but there is no light there. So I'm looking for them here. So what happens, हमारे को क्योंकि दूसरा दिख रहा है, हम उसकी तरफ देखते हैं, है ना? हमें रोड पे लाइट है तो वहां चाबी मिलेगी किसी को? नहीं मिलेगी. घर पे गिरी है तो घर में ही मिलेगी. सेम वे एवरीथिंग स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम हियर. मैं, राइट? जब मैं अपने पे ध्यान दूंगी, जब मैं अपने पे अटेंशन दूंगी, तभी मैं कुछ ठीक कर सकती हूँ. So very important that I work on myself rather than always thinking about how can I improve others. आप इम्प्रूव करेंगे तो आप चलता फिरता एक इश्तिहार है, एक न्यूज है, एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट है फॉर द एंटायर यूनिवर्सिटी. कोई फॉर्मली नहीं ड्रेसअप होता है, आप हो जाइए. कोई अच्छे से नहीं ग्रूम्ड होता है, आप हो जाइए. कोई एटिकेट्स फॉलो नहीं करता है, यू फॉलो एटिकेट्स. Once you start doing things, people will start getting affected and learning from you. So be that brand ambassador. That is my lesson for all of us. And thank you so much. I enjoyed my session with all of you. Beautiful time we had. Any questions